Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a really cool painting that's great to put on your walls or on a tabletop or on a shelf, wherever you want to. So this is the artwork that I created. I just did a gray background with a really pretty gold image that I put kind of in pieces, almost like a puzzle. You can use any image you want as the gold. I think this painting is so cool. Use any colors you want, but I like the combination of gray and gold and how it kind of reflects in the light. It was actually pretty cheap and very easy to create. So this was a project that my friend and I did, and so there are two that I'm going to show you how to create. The second one that I created with my friend is this one. This is actually hers. I don't want my videos to be very long, so this one's actually going to be on a second video, and I'm going to show you the map one on this video. So if you'd like to know how I created this, please keep watching.
Okay guys, to get started, these are the materials that you will be needing. You need a canvas. You can use any size you want. I used gold, black, and white paint and paintbrush. Also, you would need a printout of the image that you want to use, along with a pencil, ruler, scissors, tape, and I also used an X-Acto knife, but it's not necessary. I used wax paper to put my paint on and a cup with water for my brushes. I want to start off with the gray background first, so I'm going to add some white paint to my wax paper and then add a little bit of black on top of that, and I'm going to keep the rest on the side just so that I can use a little bit more later. And this way you can control how gray you want your background to be. And then I just mix it and add some more black as needed. Now that I've found the correct shade of gray that I want to use, I use a butter knife just to get off the excess paint off of my brush, just to make it easier for it to be applied onto the canvas. And now I'm just going to lightly go ahead and put this gray all over my canvas. I'm also going to make sure that the sides are painted in as well. There you go guys, it's all painted in, and now I'm just going to set this aside for it to dry. Now I'm going to go ahead and work on my image. I have two because I wanted my image to be a little bit bigger, but I'm going to cut this piece off and put them together so I can make one complete image. If your image fits on one piece of paper, then you don't have to do this step. So I just cut off the excess on the paper with the majority of the image, and I need to attach that to the other paper that has the rest of the image. So I made a guideline to know where to put both of the papers together, and I'm adding some tape on the part where just the images touch each other, and then the rest of the paper I'm not putting any tape because I'm going to be cutting it. So this is where you want to be creative and put the lines on your image as to where you want to separate them, and just use a ruler and a pencil to mark those separations. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut the entire image out. First, I'm just going to go ahead and cut out that excess paper from the attachment that I did earlier. So that way when I cut everything, it's just one solid image with no extra paper hanging onto it. The next step is to cut out those individual pieces, and you can use a scissors because it's just straight lines, but I'm going to use my X-Acto knife and some tape, and what I'm going to do is cut out the pieces and then I'm going to tape it back on, but with a little space in between. So I'm going to show you what I mean. After I cut off a piece, what I'm going to do is turn my image over and tape it back together, but with a space in between. You actually don't have to turn it over to put a tape on it. You can put it right on the front if you want, but I'm just going to put 2 small pieces of tape on the back because I want to be extra and I want to keep it neat, and I'm just going to do that with the rest of the pieces. An easier way to do all of this is just to cut off your piece and tape it onto the canvas with the spaces in between, so you can actually skip this entire step if you wanted to. Once I have my piece ready, I'm going to take it and tape it onto my canvas, just here and there, just so that I can hold it down so when I trace it, it won't move around. And then what you want to do is just trace all the way around. And while I'm tracing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a space wherever the spaces are in my image. So basically I'm going to trace, leave a space, and then trace again, and do that for the entire image. As you can see, I have traced the entire map, and you can see the spaces in between the lines to show the spaces of the cutouts that I did. So I am actually going to go ahead now and make an indent on the outside where the spaces are, which you kind of don't have to do because you already have a space there. But I'm also going to go ahead and make an indent for the inside parts of it too, so I know where to connect one point to the other. Now that all the indents are made, I can take the map off and keep it on the side to use as a reference. And I'm just going to go ahead and use my ruler to connect the 2 points together, just so that I have the spacing all mapped out within my image. Okay guys, so after all the lines have been put in, this is what it looks like. I'm glad that it looks like my stencil over here. Now if you want, you can go ahead and just clean up the lines. If any lines are meeting where they're not supposed to, you can just take your eraser and just erase it. And then what you want to do is take your gold paint, and I'm using 2 different kinds of brushes today. One is going to be a pointed brush, and the other one is going to be more of a flat brush. Pointed one, I'm going to go ahead and line my edges, and then with the flat one, I'm going to go ahead and fill it in. This way it'll stay neat. So take your gold paint and just start painting. Yay, it's done. Now just leave it to dry.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had so much fun making this, and I know this is going to look great in my place, and so I hope you guys do give this a chance. If you do, let me know how it went, or send me some images on my Instagram or Twitter and show me what you created. And as always, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for all your support. Bye, love you. This one is going to be on my next video, so if you'd like to see how I made this, please stay tuned because I'm going to be posting that up soon. Oh, I forgot to sign it.